Now, this takes us to the action guide now for today. And that is going to be, especially when you're meeting new people. This is when it's most useful, right? This is why it's the first impressions module. But you can also do this with a group of friends. Make sure that you introduce yourself with touch to every single person in any group that is 6 people or smaller. Once it gets bigger than that, you can still do it. It just takes some time to walk around the group. If it gets bigger than 10, it's tough. But even if you're walking into a meeting, a business meeting, and you normally just walk in with a client and the client's got 3 partners at the table, you just go, hey guys, you sit down. Instead, this is true of men and women. I want to make this clear. Walk around, give a handshake, look them in the eye, ask them their name, say your name back, and then only when you've finished greeting them, move on to the next person. This might add 30 seconds or a minute onto initial reactions or interactions. But the amount of camaraderie, the amount of trust that you will establish with that 1 minute is so useful. So the action guide now is think of a time where, in this day, if you're doing it in the morning, or tomorrow if you're doing this in the evening, when you are going to see someone. If it's someone new, excellent. Or it could just be that you're going to work or to class, wherever you're going, and you're going to see coworkers that you see in the morning and you oftentimes greet one another. Imagine the scenario and imagine what kind of touch might be most appropriate for that scenario. I know that when I worked at a company, people would sometimes be sitting down at their desks when I walked in. What I could do in that sort of scenario, especially with the guys, and if you're uncomfortable with any sort of gender matching here, just pick something that you know that you feel most comfortable with, is walk up to one of the guys, say, how's it going, man? How's your evening? 2 pats on the shoulder, because he's sitting down and I'm standing, and maybe give him a handshake or a high five and walk to my desk. Imagine where that scenario can be for you. And I will tell you, this is one that sometimes people feel a little bit uncomfortable with in the USA. I promise you, if you do this in the ways that we've described, a simple handshake, a hand pat, something like that, or if you're in interaction and you go, awesome, or somebody says that something great happened in their life, you give them a high five and a little one of these because there was something great that happened to them. The amount of comfort that you will start to feel between one another will grow very quickly. And this is purposely meant to be a little bit more pushing you beyond what day 1 did. So if this seems easy, excellent, go out and do it anyway. If this seems like it's a bit of a stretch for you, I promise you, if you can get more comfortable and learning to intuit where it is appropriate to touch, that is going to help you to build and establish much more solid connections that are built on trust. So think of where it's going to be, establish it in your mind, set an alarm if you need to, and go out and do it tomorrow, and let us know how it goes in the comments below.